Hi, welcome back to Cozy Ghost Games. We are back on Snowy Brook for another build. And just a quick recap, this is so far the vibe that we're going with, very castle-y, very snowy, not really cluttered, but still has enough to really make it look nice and full. But yeah, so we do have Audie. I still need to get our villagers moved in. I also have to finish HHP, but I just don't have the strength. I can't do it. Alright, let's go ahead and work on probably the right of resident services. We're actually going to go ahead and put in my house right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I can't remember if we actually... Yeah, we do. What am I talking about? We do need my helmet. Let's put that on. Okay, so we do need to do a little bit of planning. I just did like some quick, basically space planning. That's about it. Other than that, I really need to figure out how we're gonna do this. So, alright, let's grab some items and then we can grab my house and do what we need to do. Okay, so time to start getting this figured out. This one was also somewhat inspired by another Pinterest. Like I said, I've never done a castle one before, so honestly, this is completely new to me. Actually, we already have a tower right there, so I don't want to add that. Let's see. Let's put my house. Let's just pick a random code that we can just get rid of. How about right here? 1, 2, 4, and okay. And then it goes up 4, so 2, 3, and 4. So my house will go right here. I'm thinking we'll need to terraform a little bit back here. Your house can go right up against terraforming, yeah. So we can go here. Okay, so this is what I think we should be able to use. I don't want to do too much terraforming. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing after this. I don't like to plan that much ahead. Who am I? Alright, let's go ahead and let's get up top and see if we can start filling this out. What if... This is 2. If we add just a castle wall over here? Oh wait, this is a castle wall. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's add a castle wall right here. And just give that a scooch all the way up. Okay. I'm hesitant to put a castle tower here just because we already have one right there, but let's just check it out. Oh, but that does give it some nice height. Let's see. And you can't even tell because it's completely out of picture. Okay. Oh, but that does look good. You know what? We're keeping it. It's fine. Right, and we're just gonna go ahead and... What's the next one? I think we need the medieval building right here. Actually, I think that goes down. right, that looks pretty good. Now we need to go ahead, customize my house, and move it over real quick. All right, so customize the house, time traveled one day, and time traveled another day after I customized it, and now I do have our plot for what's gonna be my house or the bed and breakfast. What I would like to go ahead and do is I always forget that you can add items to the top of the castle towers. Even though you can't see it, I definitely think maybe in different angles of pictures you'll be able to. So how about we add maybe a decoy duck right here? Let's have him facing the other way. Maybe he flew up there and maybe he's trying to build a nest to keep warm. And then how about on this one, let's do, how about some candles? And what about this? How about more candles? Because why not? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where did the candles go? Okay, scooch closer. Wedding set candles. There we go. Pop back in our wall that got picked up. Okay, there we go. That looks better. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put some on here too. So, candles. Let's do a duck. I think I grabbed another one. And I don't think I can reach that one. Maybe later I'll go ahead and add it. But for now, I think it is very cute, especially if you're walking. You can see the duck up top. But that looks pretty good. I like that. All right, so we are going to go ahead and put my house in right here. I did try and customize it with the red brick and a black roof and a black door, just so it hopefully will look pretty together, I'm hoping. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and if I can put some more medieval walls in front of the house, I will. I would like to cover it up as much as possible just because it's not an exact match. All right, so let's go ahead and time travel one more day and then we can go ahead and work on the rest of the pathing too. All right, so we are one day forward. It is super snowy and I really like it. Maybe this should be a contender for our date and time for the DA. What do you think? I think it looks really nice. Like, it's still bright where you can tell, like, you know, where to walk. It does look very, you know, it's still very bright out, even though it's kind of foggy and snowy. All right, anyways, enough of that. We need to go ahead and finish working on this Airbnb. Am I going to do the interior? I will. I don't know if I'll do it on screen just because the interior just... And the fact that I have to go to the Treasure Islands to get everything, and those are taking such a long time to just go to one island. I'll probably do that off screen and then just show you what I did. Make a bit more sense. Oh, I don't want the dirt path. Let's go ahead and start laying down some of our pathing. I am thinking on just the right of what's going to be the Airbnb on the B&B for the bed and breakfast. I'm thinking we'll do a tunnel and go ahead and end our road right here. So maybe we can go ahead and just work on that today too. So that's good for now. I'm not going to take the road out. I am still trying to decide how I want to add it, because I don't think I want to just add the castle gates right here and make it look like that. Maybe we'll carve this out and then do just like one castle gate after another and kind of make it look more like a tunnel instead. That is definitely something we can think about and maybe try. Let's see. We do have one. Okay, so that's not gonna fit. Ooh. Like at all, will it not fit? Okay, that's what I wanted, but okay. Alright, let's take it back farther. And how far will this go? Oof. And what about this? It's like, what, 1.5 square? Okay. Unless maybe we need to get a little creative. Let's pick these up real quick. I will need to mess with this. Okay, I think, oh, took me forever. I think I figured it out. Keep the tower here, and then we'll do like a double layer. It's not gonna have like completely filled in, which is totally fine, and I had to remove some of our stuff. But I could go ahead and re-add it. It was the street lamp. And then it was the barrel. Barrel. Oh. Is it not gonna go because of my house? Probably not. You know what? That's totally fine. Everything's fine. Wooden box can go right here. Okay. And then we can go ahead and place back our... I think we have the candle set right here with the duck on the box. And then we also had, I think, the wedding... The candles up here too. That could actually work. And this is what it would look like. And then basically you only have what's around the door and that tiny little triangle piece between the medieval wall, like roof, and my roof, basically. So that could actually work. Okay, and I would just want to do the same thing. I think I have one more medieval wall right there. Go like so. Actually, yeah. It's gonna be a little weird because of the whatchamacallit, the what's the word? The lamp. But it should work. Can we put something? I did grab a big festive tree just because it is so big. It might be a little too big. Yeah, okay, too big. But we can still put something right here, which is totally fine. And then you will still have room to go into the B&B. So what I think we can go ahead and do is start working on this tunnel as well. I'm thinking something kind of like this. I did grab quite a few gates. I just don't know if it'll actually work the way I want it to. You know, that could actually work. That would be really cool for like, I don't know. How do we want to do this? So what I want to do is combine these two into just a single one. Because basically these streets, they don't have to make any sense. We can kind of do whatever we want with them. So I am thinking maybe, or maybe we can do like two. I think I actually made it where it was two of them. So maybe we can maybe find a tunnel code, and we can customize some simple panels maybe, and then make it look like that's where they're coming out of. I have done that before with, I think it was Hiya. Maybe we can do that, and then we can do like a big crosswalk right here. That may actually work, and then we won't have to worry about the road over here. Okay, I think I have it finally figured out. So if we go ahead, basically start from resident services, you know, you have our sidewalk. It goes right in front of the B&B, and then it is going to, oh, nice bracket. So I did put this little spot in because we are gonna add a castle gate that you can walk through right here, and then we're gonna have an incline right here. I think that'll actually look really good, and that'll take us to the second level because we were going to put the bakery and cafe. That's definitely not gonna fit, which is totally fine. So we'll just put it on the second level and we can give it access there. And what we're gonna go ahead and do here is kind of what we did on the left side of resident services, where we're just gonna add two gates. I will need to customize some simple panels real quick. I did think about putting down maybe the like castle, what do you call it? What is it called? Tower. castle tower with like a wall and another one, but I think that might be a little too much. And I really like the way the left side of resident services came out in our last episode, so we're kind of basically carried on over here. And then over here, I will need to go ahead and quickly add the rest of the path going this way. It's gonna go all along here. Maybe we'll add like maybe some flowers in a natural little area right here, just in the cutout by the beach. And I'll go ahead and tell you now, this is actually gonna be a river walk. I do already have like some pathing right here that I thought would look really nice. And we are gonna put fencing along this side and that side, kind of making it look like the snow didn't fall. I will need to figure out which fencing we want to do though. So yeah, figure that out. But yeah, this is gonna be a river walk. So I'm thinking because we have such a tiny little area right here, maybe we can do like maybe a parking lot area, because I have this code. It does have like the yellow line in the middle. Since we're not going to use that one, we're basically keeping these separate. I'm thinking maybe go ahead and use that and indicate that, you know, here's a parking spot, here's a parking spot. And maybe that's where everyone parks to go to the river walk. That's going to be for our next episode. I'm not doing all of this. That'd be too big. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to finish this up, adding the code, and then I just need to customize the panels, and then we can go ahead and finish this build. Okay. Oh, done. Okay. Got this our path all the way over. I don't feel like breaking any of these just yet. We'll just save that because I'm not going past this castle gate. So we're just gonna keep that there. Let's go ahead and finish decorating so we can finish this area up. Oh, and I did go ahead and grab our second incline. Go ahead and scooch those in, and let's go ahead and push back these gates. Now I'm hoping you can get through. Let's imagine it. I'm wondering if I need to take away some of that. Yeah, let's chop down a little bit of this terraforming real quick. So now it should basically be, yeah, perfect. Alright, so that's the spot. Now we do need to go ahead and figure out what can we put up against the wall that won't get in the way of the staircases. Maybe I can find something with the simple panel. Maybe do 2 of those because it is 2 squares. We may save, yeah, because I don't think a castle wall will fit. Maybe we could do a medieval wall. Those are a little bit on the smaller side. I don't know. We'll see. We got time. All right, let's go ahead and we're just going to start throwing stuff down. What would be really cool is if we could customize the hedging and actually have them match like the holly bushes. Oh, Nintendo, you missed out on so much. Okay, we have an iron chair. And you know what I think I forgot, which was a table. But I think we're out of the cupboard. I think I only grabbed 3 of them, so we're gonna grab some more. We're gonna put, how about the bench right here? In our little circle. That should look good. And I grabbed another bench. We're gonna pop that right at the bottom of our street. That looks good. Probably grab another one. I pretty much only grabbed mostly 3 of stuff, just because it did make it a little bit easier trying to grab everything that we would need for these builds. Trash can, you know, we don't have a trash can on this side of the road. The bottom, let's add one. And then some barrels, we're just gonna pop those. Probably just like a little random area. pull the side barrel out. And then I did grab a luxury car. Let's see if I can actually get it in the right spot. Yes. Right? No, 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 no. That's not the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Okay. Let me scooch you. We have a mini car. There we go. That's the correct order. Phone booth. You in just a random spot. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Let's pop in some trees and bushes because we definitely need some of those. Let's pop in a bush here, and how about a hardwood, full grown? And then maybe right here, how about, let's do another hardwood. Before we add that, let's go ahead and fill in this area. The tree won't go right there, so let's see. Oh, okay, I was gonna do the red pansies. I think we're not gonna do that though. I think we're just gonna use the white windflower, the black tulip, the purple rose, and lily of the valley. So is that a lily? And then purple flower, black flower. And you know what, let's add a bush. And then we can go ahead and let's do a stunted tree. So I have a medium. Oh, let's do a large right here. And then add a large right there. Do I have a full grown? I do. Okay, let's add a full grown here. And then just to make sure that these two do not grow, if I can get my shovel out. Right here, between the two, we're gonna add an orange. And then to cover that up, how about a purple rose? It is a little hard just to kind of get the full effect because we do have the buildings right here. I quickly downloaded a frozen puddle code. So we're gonna pop a little duck on it. Okay, there's that. So where's my duck? Decoy duck right there. And then I did grab a couple items so we can maybe put like an illuminated reindeer. Oh dear. Let me see if I can push it back or pull it to the right more. There we go. So it's just kind of hidden right there. And then I did grab a bird bath. I kind of want to put it like right here. So maybe we'll save that for last. Oh, I think that's all I grabbed. Yep. Okay, no worries. Let's cover this up with a holly bush. And then we need what? 1, 2, 3, 4 more flowers? Okay, 4 flowers. And the holly bush right between the 2 hedges. There we go. And you know what? It's like a nice little natural area, which there won't be a lot of natural areas on this island, so I think it's cute. Just a good little filler spot. Alright, what else do we need? Honestly, I think everything we need I've ran out of. Like, we need more of these steel fences. Need one right there and one right here, although you really won't be able to see it, but still. And then I would like to have a tree right here. We do need our round topiaries and then more street lights. And then we do need another turkey day, so it looks like I have to make a treasure island run or 3. Right, I am back from the treasure island. It didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. Luckily, I was basically able to fly over, grab everything I need, and get back. Alright, oh, we do need our little round topiaries right there. Okay. Gotta grab those. I do have my storage shed on me, which is good. So let's add our steel fence right here. We are gonna go ahead and add one right here, just so the cars know, hey, you can't go this way. Maybe we'll add something else instead. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we'll save that for a later build. Oh, while I was doing the treasure island, before I did that, I went ahead and just time traveled one day, got our bridge, not our bridge, our incline, and I did go ahead and add the medieval wall. It definitely fit. It looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty much covers up most of the terraforming side. And then I did go ahead and remove the mailbox for my house, and I went ahead and added this guy right here. Right, and then we do have, I was only able to find 3 street lamps for now. I'll have to make sure I grab more probably tonight. I'll probably try and do some treasure island runs. Oh, and I forgot to grab one of those, so yeah, I'll need to go back. Actually, I don't think I want to put it. No, let's remove this. And how about we add the street lamp instead? Oh, yeah, I like that better. That looks good. Okay, and then I just grabbed a few other things. I don't think we're going to use them. I think I want to go ahead and add maybe a tree right here, a full-grown hardwood maybe. So we need round topiary, or no, triangle. Yeah, triangle's a small one. One there, and just one to the other side. Okay. And then I did grab a whole bunch of random stuff just to kind of put down and see how it looks. For our table, I did grab some mushroom porridge. Where's our table at? It's right here. Oh, yep, that's the mushroom porridge. Okay, there's that. Okay, I did grab a festive tree. Maybe we can put it somewhere. Maybe like right here. And then I did grab a bird cage. We're not asking why there's a bird in a bird cage right outside, but it's there. Okay, we have 1 trash can. How about another trash can? And then I grabbed some decoy ducks. Set 1 here. 1 there. And maybe 1 between the trees. Oh, that he's not gonna fit. Okay. And then I did have another briefcase. Switch that. Does it bother me that it won't actually get like up against it? Yes. Yes, it does. And, oh, right, the candles. Where can we put those? And then did we want to add the round topiary anywhere? Maybe 1 right here? Ah, no, that's a little too much. Not to mention we're gonna add a tree right here. Let me pop that in. There we go. I may switch the barrel, put the barrel right here. And then we'll put the festive tree right here. Alright, my friends, that's going to be the end of today's video. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we did today. Okay, so we went ahead and started working to the right of resident services. We carried on our road. We went ahead and customized and moved my house to create what's going to eventually be the bed and breakfast. Had it surrounded with tons of castle items. Did take us a bit to get the placement correct, but it came together. And then we did want to go ahead and bring the road over basically to an end because we are coming up close to a river. And went ahead and made kind of like this little structure. Didn't work anything up on the second level just yet. I don't know exactly what I want to do. We'll figure that out in the next episode. But basically, our road looks like it goes behind it, and maybe there's a tunnel. Who knows what's back there? This tree will eventually grow to be fully sized, but that's fine. And then we do have just over here by the bed and breakfast, it's going to be a little entryway to our second story. But alright, I hope you have a lovely and cozy day, and I will see you in our next build. Bye!